Really?
Because my levels drop. Because when it goes gloom and doom and cold and like I be like,
wow.
And so, yeah.
I thought of something said that too. So for most females that say, "Oh, I'm anemic, I'm anemic, I'm anemic," if you lived in the islands, you would never say that.
Right.
If you live in a tropical climate, you wouldn't know what that was. You know
right.
what I'm saying? It's just due to the climatary differentials where you live at. You're not.
I'm not
climate.
built for this cold.
And I tell people, anything with color is great. You know what I'm saying? The earth don't make anything without color, including people.
What about cauliflower? There was a whole debate. Dr. Sebi did this debate about cauliflower has no nutritional value.
Zero.
Gotcha. Just like corn.
Watch this. Anything
that has
with
no color.
It's great for you. Bright colors, it's better for you.
Okay.
Dark green colors are better for you. So we have to think about what's in those dark green vegetables. It's a process you're familiar with called photosynthesis. It synthesizes sunlight, right? So you eat the sunlight.
Wow.
Latin word for sun, soul. Soul people got to eat more soul food. Eat your vegetables. You won't get sick. All they're saying is just swallow more sunlight.
Swallow more sunlight, get more color in your soul.
That's it.
My goodness. So you're booked, you're busy, you're making good food, you're educating the people. When you grew up, did you know that being a chef, like when did you know you were going to be a chef? Like I know you went to the Navy and you wanted to cook and all and feed the Marines. We appreciate you.
Sailors.
When did you like as a child, like when did you know you wanted to cook?
You know what, as a child, I didn't know. Like I told you, like I grew up around it. My dad's side of the family cooks all the time. My mom's side cooks all the time. Like probably this Sunday, you gonna eat everywhere you go. Everybody got food everywhere. So I grew up with food everywhere. Grills fired up, cornbread, macaroni and cheese, and collard greens and turnip greens and mustard. I grew up with that stuff so much.
Were you cooking it or you just grew up with it?
No, I grew up around it.
Okay.
But coming into the military, my recruiter was a cook. I didn't know. You know,
I was about to say, so when you got down to the recruiter,
I didn't know.
Did you go to the recruiter and say, listen, I want to join the forces, I'm going to need to know how to cook?
True story, I was actually walking out the Army recruiting office to join the Army because everybody in Georgia joins the Army. Why not, right?
You know what the Army mean, right?
Almost.
Ain't ready to be a Marine yet.
That's it.
Okay.
Almost joined the Army, came out of the Army recruiting office, Navy guy, smoked a cigarette, say, hey, show you something right quick. I'm like, all right, sure. I'm 17, like, whatever, what you got? He opens his deployment book, and Lord behold, the beaches of Spain. It's new beaches. I'm like, oh, I get to see that. He said, yeah, you get to see everything, bro. Go in as a cook. Everybody love you. I had a choice to be an IT. I could have been an OS, operations specialist, but he said, be a cook.
He had a high ASVAB score.
That's what that really means.
Yeah.
He was like, going as a cook, man, everybody love you. Went in as a cook, man, and everything was so great. Like, it took off like wildfire. The first 2 years in, I took the exam, E5. Off the rip.
Oh, wow.
Got hand selected work for the Admiral, and the rest was history, you know.
He worked in the house, y'all, the big house.
Literally in the big house.
Yes.
So while doing that, I was sent to a lot of advanced culinary schools and, you know, kind of tweak myself. And
wow.
I just fell in love
going
with
to the Navy has an option for you to get great education.
That's facts. That's
Exposure.
Facts.
You went to top culinary schools. Free.
That's facts. That's facts. Even if you just do 4 years.
Yeah.
And get that GI Bill. And they'll pay you while you're in school. Take up basket weaving, anything.
But I did. Thanks to the Marine Corps, I got a master's degree and a bachelor's degree.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Free of charge.
Free.
No debt.
None.
Exactly. So go, join. I'm not recruiting. I'm not saying to go do it. It worked out for myself.
What's happening right about now?
You see the results right here. Veterans before you, right? So anyway, I mean, doing that in the military for so long, I just, you know, kind of grew to love it. And then people react to my food, and I like how they react to my food. Just kept doing it.
We see the success, and I always like to ask people, you know, we're on the heels of COVID. We're coming out of a climate where most entrepreneurs are finding it necessary to reinvent themselves. They've had to figure out how to navigate. How did you adapt, and how are you adapting as an entrepreneur coming through COVID? You know, with people 6 feet over and not wanting to be exposed, and you know, how did that affect you?
Well, I'll tell you this right here, be transparent. Like the first month and a half, it messed me up.
Okay.
I mean, I was in VA at the time, and I had a banging brunch every Sunday. You know, the money pouring in. I'm making money every Sunday. Then, wham, stop. Oop. No more brunches.
Oof.
So I think for myself and a lot of other chefs who work 60-hour weeks, and now they're at home every day. So the ACF, which is the Culinary Federation, put together a lot of Zoom calls for chefs who are going through depression, and I mean, it hit hard. You know?
Believe that.
So what I did was I navigated through it by just picking up my phone and starting to do live cooking classes and interact with the people. Somebody didn't want to do it first. You know, we kind of forced into doing this kind of stuff right here, cooking online and Uber Eats and, you know, selling food at the house. So you had to kind of reinvent yourself. Some people fell by the wayside.
I got you.
A lot more people I knew personally had to close their doors.
Gotcha.
So it took a big financial hit.
But you survived.
But you got to, you know. The dinosaurs didn't want to evolve, and they
right.
had to go.
So it pretty much weeded the people out. And honestly, it's changed the way we do meals. It's changed how we do things at home.
Yes.
Wow.
And what happened, it made people a lot more health conscious too.
Yes.
So you saw a lot more people looking at reading the ingredients.
Oh my God. Like literally I swallow black seed oil, oregano oil. I'm taking liquid magnesium. I'm taking zinc. And like I'm saturating my body.
I just got on the zinc. I didn't know about zinc.
Zinc is everything.
Zinc and then it's the club soda. It has benzene or something in it.
Yes.
That stuff also.
That stuff.
You know what I'm saying? So
that stuff. And then I was doing infrared saunas, like literally 160 degrees, sitting in an infrared sauna, not the sauna at your gym, but like a sweat house where they have infrared saunas. Basically, viruses can't survive in anything. Proven, documented. You can Google it, research it. I'm not a doctor. But I will tell you that it has been seen in research that viruses can't survive in anything higher than 103 to 120 degrees. So when you're sitting at 160 degree temperatures for 25 minutes at a pop, you're sweating and you're roasting, but it feels amazing. Really? But your body is ridding itself of heavy metals. Now keep in mind that you have to go through a replenishing process and you have to definitely stay hydrated. So the key, you know, I love the fact that we're talking about CBD. And again, shout out to Vitina X, shout out to, you know, you, Chef Ponder, just for bringing a measure of holistic health into the home. Because if y'all smell what I smell, what he's basically saying is you can have good health, good food, and you can learn how to ingest CBD for relaxation purposes. Well, I mean, like, I see why you got into cooking, but, you know, with CBD being as strong as it is, what made you say, I know the veterans and the PTSD, but everybody's cooking with CBD. Well, no, some people are cooking 420.
They are. I've done a couple of those. Out in LA.
Yeah, we do 420s here in Atlanta.
Really? That's nice. That's nice. People looking for it now. But I think what I saw that a lot of people who don't smoke or don't want to smoke or deal with the whole, you know, smoke situation, or just smoking period, they would rather ingest it. And ingesting CBD or THC is a way, way, way different spin because it's absorbed through your bloodstream. With CBD, though, it just keeps you cool. Like, you know, it takes the anxiety and turns it all the way down to zero a little bit for you.
Facts.
Without all the, and I say paranoia because a person who don't smoke was to ingest THC. I've seen people just, they couldn't handle it. And I mean like drops. So all of y'all who out there cooking with CBD, you're not certified, you don't understand the milligrams and the tinctures and all that kind of stuff, go get educated, man. Just before you hurt somebody.
Please get educated.
A lot of people think they just get a whole ounce and then they do the whole, you know, the carb situation, make some butter and just dump butter on popcorn and people run around crazy, you know. I know people who have been hospitalized from ingesting different dosage and first thing hospital. How many milligrams did you have? They don't know. Have no idea.
Right. They just took an edible.
Joe Blow
and
the street
staring at the TV.
He's made some stuff. Without being educated. Right now, actually, the ACF, the Culinary Federation, are giving out certifications for chefs to cook with THC now. So
that's dope.
It's a thing. It's the whole thing.
Holding them accountable.
Yep, it's the whole thing now, and it's very meticulous and tedious to measurements and again the milligrams and just knowing how much you put in there, how to balance it. So when I've done my dinners before, what I do is I do 6 courses, and I alter the courses. But the last 3 courses, the last 2 courses, dessert mainly, it's all CBD.
Love.
So just in case, you know, throughout dinner you begin to like, whoa. And I classify different strands to each meal too.
Well, I'm also told that CBD balances THC, like it cuts it.
It does.
Comes and cancels it out, which is a beautiful thing.
Big time. So anybody that does a 420 type meal, typically you want to have a CBD drink. You can sip on the whole night.
Definitely need a CBD drink.
CBD ice. I did that, you know what I'm saying? So
CBD ice.
Yep.
That works.
And you can play with the tinctures too, which is just the smells of everything too, because that's, you know, you eat with your nose a little bit. So all that stuff counts.
I'm eating with my nose right now. It smells amazing.
Smell it before you get it.
So words of advice for chefs who are wanting to progress in their field. What kind of wisdom can you give? Because you've been on, you know, the Food Network. You've been on Cutthroat Kitchen. You know, I want to be a celebrity chef. I want to be a chef founder, right? what advice can you give me?
Well, you know, I tell you this right here, like the whole term celebrity chef has been, I think, bastardized.
You have private, let me be very clear, private celebrity
private chef. That's right, private chef. The whole celebrityism of it, if I speak to that real quick, was just, you know, it was like 2004, 5, before everything got hot. I'm cooking for Bruce Willis already. Celine Dion. I'm already cooking for celebrities already, not calling myself nothing but a sailor.
A sailor.
I wasn't even a chef, just a sailor, you know, doing my job, you know.
Right.
By the time I went on Food Network twice, you know, I heard the term celebrity chef start to, you know, get popular a little bit. Right, coin. So myself and a couple other chefs in the city that I know down here, I guess we're celebrity chefs. We cook for celebrities and we are celebritized on TV. Right. Then the cooks came out and started, you know, cooking for rappers every now and then they call us a celebrity chef. So now I'm just
you cook for chef. Little Cheesy, you now celebrity.
One. I think it should be a criteria of at least 2 TV appearances.
Right, magazine publications, things like that.
Something to make you should be like a little blue check like Instagram to give you celebrity status. But anyway, you know.
I'm a celebrity.
You are.
Celebrate me.
That's it. Yes. Me too. I'm enough.
I love.
But at any rate, I kind of got away from that title, celebrity chef. People still use it. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? I kind of roll with the international chef. Love. I got flown out to Zimbabwe maybe 5 years ago. Okay. Cooked for the ambassador in Zimbabwe. Cabo. There's a lot of great things in Cabo. Tulum. Like I've traveled a little bit with my culinary thing. So internationally, accredited chef is fine with me. Plus, you know, I'm on the ACF side of the house too. So actually a certified. Okay. With these hands.
Those hands right there. Those hands. Those hands. Well, I'm super excited. My goodness. Listen, I wish you guys were here tonight. Chef, and he put them bay leaves in there, y'all. He didn't think nobody saw the bay leaves.
A little bit of nutmeg. Anytime you have a cream-based anything, you want to do nutmeg.
Why?
It just helps elevate. It pulls it up. And nutmeg ain't got no flavor to it at all, but it helps. It's an aromatic. There's no flavor to it.
Why we put it in sweet potato pie then?
It's aromatic.
So we want to smell the pie. So we put air freshener in our food.
Basically. Just air freshener.
I love it. Okay, so this secret sauce. Did you already put the secret sauce? Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
There's a lot going on in there. Kosher salt, pink Himalayan sea salt.
I put Himalayan sea salt in my salt baths.
Yeah, these are all the great salts. Now, any of the people listening to this, if you have the salt with the little girl with the umbrella on there, you want to get rid of that salt.
Why iodine? Why are we taking
iodine is not good for melanated people. You know, it gives us hypertension. It's just, it gives you...
It's the glory.
Oh, no, you're going to sneeze a couple more times. I'm going to you finish before we bother God with the bless yous. Bless you, though. Melanated people should not eat iodine salt. You know, it gives you the hypertension and the high blood pressure and the headaches. Iodine, however, is needed for certain people. Right. You know, certain people at a certain age, the thyroids begin to shrink, making them more aggressive. So you need more iodine in their diet.
Aggressive, you say?
Yeah, more aggressive.
Okay.
So melanated people
get rid of the salt with the umbrella.
That
you know, that same salt y'all use for that block of ice that hits your steps right about time this year. That box.
Yeah. No iodine in your diet if you can help it. Okay. Another thing to tell people is dry herbs in the cabinet. Like you want to throw those in the trash can.
Okay, so
let's talk about
dry herbs in the glass jar that I bought from my local grocer that cost me $9 and $15. Let them go.
You got scammed. You want to use the fresh herbs, y'all.
Meaning from where they were growing.
Right, the fresh herbs. You want to use the fresh rosemary and the fresh thyme and the fresh sage.
Yes, this is not that dried out rosemary that looks brown in your glass jar. This is fresh rosemary.
Ain't it crazy that it looks like a dead leaf?
Yes, it looks. It is. They all look like dead leaves.
And what did I say earlier? That's inside those green things, the chloroplast and the sun melanin, all the good stuff is now gone. So if you do buy fresh herbs, and some people have the issue of when you buy herbs, they go bad quick. So you want to take those herbs after you use them, wrap them in a wet napkin, put them in a Ziploc bag. Because it's a living plant. It needs water.
That's what it is, and that's what keeps it from withering.
I've been buying fresh herbs, it's going to die.
What happened? That time was brown. I threw it out.
It's still growing.
So curcumin.
Curcumin. Put me on game.
Thyme. I'm sorry. Curcumin. curry, Thai. God, what is the daggone herb?
island
So
flavors.
yes, right.
You know?
Curcumin is inside. It's an anti-inflammatory. What I love is that all of our CBD products, they're infused with anti-inflammatories, which one, again, inflammation is key. A lot of people don't understand that dis-ease in the body is a byproduct of inflammation. And so when I think about curcumin and I think about, as you've got fresh herbs and you've got fresh spices here, things that really matter, people don't understand that these things truly have healing properties within themselves.
That's facts.
They have healing properties. They have medicinal value. And now you're combining these with the livelihood of CBD. So you're getting relaxation, you're getting absorption into the bloodstream, you're getting holistic health.
Everything. You know, food is medicine.
Yes.
And it should be treated as such.
So you believe that there's a plan on the earth for every ailment?
It is. Absolutely is.
Wow.
Dr. Sabi, appreciate you. See how he just came before this COVID thing? You see how it was all divine timing?
It was all that word. It was definitely divine timing.
Yeah, just showed up. And he like, look, drink water and eat right. I'm gone. And then COVID came. You know what I'm saying?
COVID came, yes.
And he told us that the only disease in our body is what? Mucus.
Mucus.
Having a high acidic body.
Had a acidic body, mucus, black seed oil. I take a tablespoon of it every single day, and it is that and sea moss. I put sea moss.
I don't know about sea moss, man.
Okay, I like black seed oil, so talk to me about sea moss, because you know sea moss is a big fad right now.
And that's what it is, a fad. I don't have anything against it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because I have a lot of friends and families that I know that are actually thriving on sea moss production. I actually done brunches where I've done sea moss pancakes, sea moss chicken and waffles.
A little deep. I just like it in my tea.
And it you gotta eat it. It goes hard. But I think it's a fad. I think it's just a fad. I mean, I think it works, but not to the degree people are like, oh, sea moss, you gotta get it. Sea moss crave, you know.
Yeah.
It's worse
I
than
like oregano oil. I like black seed oil, and then my tea has sea moss in it.
Okay.
Sugar. Let's talk about that. Agave versus...
Gotta have agave.
Agave. So you take agave.
Honey, all natural stuff.
What about Manuka honey versus the regular honey? Do you believe there's a difference in honey? Because Manuka honey has microbial. Am I saying that word right? Microbial?
Microbial.
That word?
Yeah.
Yep, big word, dictionary.
Come on, science.
Yes.
Yeah.
But again, like for sore throats, I'll take a teaspoon of Manuka. It's very expensive. It's like $49 for like 2.5 ounces. It's like,
it's your health though.
But it's your health.
Right.
And so for me, I'm like wanting to educate, like this is so dope for me because I want to educate people on, you are what you eat. Literally. You are what you eat. And the consumption of adding things to your diet, especially now where we're in a climate where there's a new strain of this thing called COVID every other day. So now we got Flurona.
That's the flu in there.
We got I hate you. I hate you in real life. We got all these different strains, but while it's all coming forth, I'm over here like, okay, oregano oil, increase the herbs, increase the vitamins, get the teas, you know, steaming my sinuses out, getting the neti pots and flushing your nasal cavities out so that you can flush things that fly in there out, and steaming and taking care of your health.
And you know what's crazy? People know the climate of everything right now is contingent upon health, and the lines at the fast food restaurants are getting longer and longer. People are still eating horrible.
Chick-fil-A is still saying it's my pleasure to serve you.
I don't know how I feel about Chick-fil-A. I don't know how I feel about them. You know what I'm saying?
No. I'm good.
I'm getting away from chicken. I don't eat beef or pork.
Okay.
I haven't had it in 10 years now.
It's hard when I see those kind of meats and I see that, you know, and I'm here for all y'all meat lovers, power to the people. But one of the things I see, like, first of all, every other day there's a recall. There's something happening with food being exposed, whether it's Listeria, whether it's E. coli, whether the people are out here and the cows look diseased because they are, you know, again, talking about dietary changes for people, vegan versus vegetarian versus pescatarian versus...
Well, let me tell you something about
veganism.
And I don't knock it, you know what I'm saying? If people want to be herbivores, that's all fine and well, you know? I just don't think that the ancestors were herbivores. I think if you lived near water, you ate fish.
For sure.
If you lived out on the plains, then you ate buffalo and deer, whatever was out there, you know what I'm saying? They didn't have
red meat was.
Right, they didn't have a whole diet of just vegetables. Now, eating vegetables could reset your body? Yes, it can. Do you need meat? Not necessarily. Because I'm a huge proponent of eating according to your blood type.
Okay.
And that's why I'm O positive, so the chicken has to go.
Gotcha.
The hemoglobin in chicken doesn't mix well with my blood, which always is.
I'm O positive too.
Yeah.
Is that the truth? So I'm not supposed to eat chicken.
Well, you can eat what you want to eat, first of all. Let's be clear.
But you can't eat what you want to eat. And it's so interesting because we're coming out with a product in the United States, and I can't wait. I'm really excited. But it's in Switzerland, and so I did this DNA test. Vitina X has this amazing DNA test where basically it sends you a book, a Bible on yourself. It's 100 pages, and it breaks down your DNA, what you're supposed to eat, what you don't eat, what heals you, what can't heal you, what hurts you. Dope. So when you talk about eating for your blood type,
you have to though.
They've broken it. Vitina has broken it down on a DNA level.
You have to.
In this book, like the scientists there, they're big on, they can look at your DNA profile and boom, they'll tell you, if you got this going on, this is what you need to do. You're more prone to this deficiency. And people look at their body and say, oh, I have a headache. And it's like, no, something is off balance. Electrolytes are thrown.
Your body will tell you.
Yes.
Your body will tell you. Anytime you get an ache or a pain somewhere, your body, hey man, something ain't right. It's an alarm going off. So, but that's neat though. I would love to look more into that.
And most people don't understand the power of eating right for your blood type. How critical is that for you?
A lot of people, I heard both sides of the argument. Some people are against it. Some people have never heard of it. But when they read up on it, this makes so much sense. This is why I have this ailment. It's right here. You know, diets are diets. But when you get down to the scientific level of, like you said, with the spices and the herbs and your blood type, it gets difficult. That's a lot of work. People don't like a lot of work. They want it to be simple. When I found out that chicken is not good for O-positive people, I'm like, oh Lord, but I love lemon pepper flats. Fried hard, blue cheese.
Fried hard, ranch. Whoa.
But hold on, wait a minute. What?
I'm from up north.
It's blue cheese.
It's ranch.
You gotta have blue cheese.
No, because that blue cheese ain't real blue cheese.
This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna put it to a vote. I'm gonna put it in the story. Blue cheese versus ranch. Okay. My team or her team. This is what we're gonna do. Blue cheese. But when I found that out, I'm like, dang, I gotta give up chicken. So that's my goal. Is to give up the cluck.
Oh, it was your goal. Is it still your goal?
This year, yeah, it is. I mean, we only 10 days in. 10 days into New Year, so.
Trust me. Keep me, Jesus.
I haven't had chicken these 10 days, so I haven't had chicken this year.
I had chicken just earlier.
See what I'm saying?
Chicken for lunch. I baked
chicken
the other day, and I made a cherry glaze for the chicken. Yes, with a little garlic, a little thyme, some salt and pepper, but the cherry glaze, I mixed it with some little rice wine vinegar, and then, bam, whipped it up really quick, and strained it, and then whipped it over and glazed on the chicken. Yeah, with some garlic pasta.
I like the way you try to make that seem like it's just an easy task for you, right? You got a little chef in you. You got a little chef in you. So I think that people should eat what they want to eat, but also when you know better.
You do better.
You do better, you know, and it's all up to you. You know, like, keep eating what you're eating.
I love.
You know?
Well, Chef, how can we find you? Because it's truly been dope. I'm so grateful to have you tonight. Where can we find you?
Thank you. So head over to www.chefjacoby.com, JACOBY, or just go to Google. The SEO search is off the chain. Look up Chef Jacoby Pond. I'm all over the place, y'all. I'm everywhere. I'm here, there, I'm here now.
Yes.
So I'm really everywhere.
And he's in Atlanta, and he's got events popping like crack-a-lacking, and so you're going to see a lot of promotion. We're definitely going to support those events.
Thank you so much.
I'm here for the private events, for sure. Definitely, yeah.
Appreciate you. So I want to have you taste this before we go off. You mind tasting?
Is this my spoon?
It is all you.
Oh, I got a bowl in it.
Yeah. Let me see that spoon. Got your whole little bowl right here. Make sure I get you one of those in there.
All right.